Hello, everyone. I'm Tanushree Singh. I'm the placement associate here at LawSikho. And today I'm going to brief you all about the placement services that we offer, how you can avail them, and what all services we actually offer, what all benefits you can get from these services. So this is all going to be an onboarding on placement services. I think a lot of you have joined. So we can start the session now, as we have already waited for them to join for another 5 minutes. So I'll just start by presenting a PPT where everything will be put out as to what all services are there and how you can avail. First, I'll just go along the presentation. And after that, if you have any questions pertaining to the slideshow that I have just shown, then those can be entertained just after the presentation is once over. Yeah. So LawSikho placement is a part of the Office of Career Services, that is OCS. Yes. Office of Career Services. So we have various services in that. There is a whole placement team that looks after the placement of all the candidates, all the learners who are enrolled in our courses. So we do offer placement services. We give job opportunities. We provide internship opportunities. We try to get as many opportunities as we can. And then depending on the caliber and the efforts of a person, the people are placed from LawSikho as well. So first, I'll just tell you some success stories of LawSikho learners in recent times. There have been many good placements. I have put down these two notable placements for you. There is one girl called Astha Sharma who got placed in Dhandhania and Co. in their dispute resolution team recently by our help. We were able to get the collaboration by Dhandhania and Co. And then we also helped Astha in applying for that position and also preparing her for the interview and assisting her in the process. Same Rajendra Sahasane got placed in Sai Krishna Associates in their litigation team. Same process, we were able to make a collaboration with Sai Krishna and open this opportunity for our pool of learners exclusively, where the pool of learners applied who were interested, applied for this opportunity, and then we assisted them in preparing for their interviews, preparing their CVs, their cover letters, and putting the word forward so that they could get this opportunities converted. Now, how LawSikho help these people and how LawSikho can help you as well if you want these opportunities. Now, I know that you all are in the judiciary camp, so you would want to be focusing in your studies and all that. So this is something that you can treat as placements or internships or getting jobs would be something that will be your second priority, I believe. So this is just an induction or orientation as to if you want to avail these services, then how you can and what are services we give it to you. But definitely, I believe that your priority would be more into studies that you have signed up for judicial. So how LawSikho helped them? First, they availed mentorship calls with our mentors. We do mentorship calls as well, general placement, general guidance regarding your career, and as well as specific guidance regarding jobs or internships or how to avail these. We do these kind of calls as well. So that has to give you a career roadmap and also give you a direction from your skills and your interest so as to achieve what you want in life. They get their CVs and cover letter review. That is a service that we provide. We provide CV reviews and cover letter reviews for all our candidates. Just a second, yeah, for all our candidates, so that their CV and cover letter are tailor-made for the opportunity that they're applying, because CV and cover letter make a very big impression on the recruiter that you're going up for, because they are like the first impression that you put up in front of a recruiter, and on the basis of the CV and cover letter only, you are shortlisted for the second rounds. They applied for the internship and job opportunities, which we regularly post on WhatsApp or Discord groups, whichever groups were added to, be it WhatsApp or be it Discord. These opportunities are circulated on a daily basis on these groups. Then practice with mock interviews. We also give service of mock interviews. If you're anticipating an interview for a job or an internship, or if you're not even anticipating, you just want to be prepared, like you start applying, like this is your 5th year and you know that you're going to start applying for job opportunities, then you want to be prepared beforehand, then also we give the service of mock interviews where a whole panel of our associates, our learned associates are sitting, and then they take up a mock interview on a Google Meet so as to give a full impression of a proper interview where a whole panel is there, you're formally dressed, you are also formally dressed, and a whole interview goes around like a proper interview would go. And these also earn through freelance opportunities and learn from the daily newsletter that we circulate, in which it has small information about any recent amendments, any recent updates on the legal world. And along with it, there are opportunities which you can go through again. These are some examples of the recent opportunities that we opened for our learners, the collaborations that we did with some of the organizations, law firms, companies, some of the biggest names in India, like Sai Krishna Associate, Larsen and Toubro, HSA, A&M, Alawa. These are some of the examples that I have put out here. So these are the kind of opportunities that we get. We get companies, we get law firms as well, we get individual advocates as well. So, AORs and all that as well. So depending on what our learners need, we try to approach to the opportunities and make collaborations with them. This is an example of how an opportunity is usually circulated. So a brief of the opportunity will be given in this message. This is the message that is circulated. So anytime, this is how an opportunity will be circulated. The name of the opportunity will be given, basic information about the opportunity, like the post-qualification experience needed by them, the area of practice needed by them, the location, etc. will be mentioned in this particular message, so that you can get all the needed information in first glance. But if you get interested after reading this, if you feel that, this is an opportunity that is matching my profile and I would like to go ahead with it, then there is also a Google form saying apply here. If you open this Google form, there will be more specific information given about the opportunity, more detailed information given about the opportunity, as well as there will be a set of questions like, your current location, your peak post-qualification experience, any sample, work sample that you want to attach, your CV you want to attach. All of these questions will be given, and some attachments will also have to be done. Once you have done that, you click on submit, your application will be submitted to us. This is how you apply for any opportunity that is given. There is a deadline as well given along with every opportunity. So for example, if I'm circulating an opportunity today, then in that opportunity message, there will be a deadline which will be given. For example, it is given 10 a.m. So for example, is given 10 a.m. 30th March. So then you have to apply to that particular opportunity before the deadline expires. Once the deadline expires, the application will not be entertained, as the applications have to go forward to the recruiter from our side. So we also work on a deadline. So please do respect the deadline and always fill in your the Google form for applying to the opportunity before the deadline is finished. Now, as I told you earlier, we have mentorship and career counseling as well. So we have specific, mentors and associates who are helping out people doing this. So for general career counseling, we have Sudha Dhandhania. She's the chief mentor. And if you want any general career counseling, you want to know your career roadmap, you want to clear out some general career questions, you want to take a counseling, a guidance as to what your career should be like, depending on your area of interest, depending on what you want out of your future, you can book a general career counseling with Ms. Sudha Dhandhania. You can send an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject as request for career counseling. Along with it, in the body of the email, it will be really great if you can mention what kind of counseling you need, what are your important questions that you want to be addressed in that particular session, so that the career counselor, the chief mentor, is prepared very well in advance with all your queries and can do research on them and can give you the best guidance. Also, there is specific placement mentoring that is taken by Ms. Karonika Ghosh and myself. You can send, if you want some specific placement mentoring, like you have some questions regarding any job opportunity, or if you have seen a job opportunity externally and you want to apply and need any guidance, or you need any, you want a roadmap as to what all internships you should be doing so as to grab one other internship, or anything relating specifically to, placements, then you can definitely send an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in. Just the subject would be request for placement mentoring. So mentoring has been distributed like this. You can take a note of this, that if you want general career counseling, you have to write to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject request for career counseling. And if you want specific placement mentoring, then you can write to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject request for placement mentoring. Your queries will be taken up, and queries will be assigned to the concerned person. For CV or your CV or resume reviews, you can send your CV to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject as request for CV review. Your CV will be reviewed by our associates who are assigned to do this, and they will be giving you pointers as to what to be included in a CV and what not needs to be included in a CV, and what all alterations you need to do in your CV so as to make it the perfect document. So all of that will be given very personalized way to you. Every CV review that we do is very personalized to the person's CV, and it's not very generic. So you will be getting good amount of information in that as to what to write under your internships, as to what to write under your jobs, the work experience, what goes in your education, how to put the format, what should be the font, what should be the font size, the spacing, all of that very minute details are also given and are made understood by our associates to you. So if you're applying to any opportunity, be it externally or be it internally via us as well, this is always recommended that you get your CV or your resume reviewed by us by sending it to the mentorships@lawsikho.in email ID. Because when we send out your profiles, if you're applying for any of the opportunity by us, we always send out on the CVs which are in LawSikho format so that there is a uniformity maintained. So if you're applying to any opportunity by us, then that is always recommended that you just get your CV or your resume reviewed by us first, and then you apply for the opportunity, so that there is a uniformity and your CV is in a good format that we follow. Cover letter review is also done by us. Same method has to be followed. You have to send your cover letter. Once you have made the cover letter, please send it to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject request for cover letter review. Your cover letter will be reviewed by our associates, and anything that needs to be added or that needs to be deleted or further explained in your cover letter will be explained by them in the email itself. As already mentioned, we also provide the service of mock interviews. If you are anticipating any interview, be it for an internship or be it for a job, or even if you are not anticipating it at the moment, but you know that you are going to be sitting for interviews a few days later or a month later, then you can book a mock interview with by sending your email to mentorships@lawsikho.in. The subject of this email needs to be request for mock interview. In this, you need to mention when is your interview planned to be taken, and what area of practice you're applying to, and what firm you're applying to, and any the job description or the internship description if you have, then you need to mention that as well, and any other information that will be relevant for the panel so that they can take your interview in much more better manner. So all these information needs to be put in your email itself so that the panel is prepared and they know that what kind of position you're applying for, what kind of area you're applying for. So the questions are prepared beforehand. Our operations associate, Mr. Vineet, will be contacting the person, the learner who has sent a request for the mock interview, and will book a time slot which is mutual to the learner as well as to the panel. And once the time slot is scheduled, a whole panel of LawSikho associates will sit on a Google Meet along with you, where this panel will be questioning you on the basis of your CV, HR questions, and etc. This whole mock interview is designed in such a way so that it gives the feel and it gives exactly the feel of an interview, so that you're prepared beforehand, not just with the questions, but also the pressure of an interview, so that when you actually go for the real interview, you don't feel like it's an unfamiliar territory. So if you want to book a mock interview, then write an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject request for mock interview, and then your request will be taken forward from there. We also have an internship help desk. If you have availed an internship or on your own or through LawSikho and wish to seek assistance on the work given, you can write an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject internship help desk. So if you have got an internship via us or via yourself and you have been given some work and you need some assistance in that work, like if you have been given something to draft and you have drafted it, but you want to get it reviewed, or you have been given some particular proposition to research on, but you need some assistance in understanding that proposition. So you can write an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in with the subject internship help desk, and that query of yours will be assigned to a specific person who can deal with it, and they will be there to help you regarding that particular query. So this is also a service that we provide. Yes. Now in your LMS portals, you have been given this course that is placement, mentorship, and freelancing. This is a free course. It has small clips and videos relating to placements, mentorship, and freelancing, where you can see them and acquaint yourself with all that. There are videos like profile building and interview preparation, freelancing course, freelancing work series, career guidance, how to make a CV, what all things to be kept in mind in your CV. So all of these videos have also been uploaded in your LMS so that you can go and check out anytime you want. So anytime you need that particular assistance, you can go and check out that. This is a free course and all of you will be given access to it. Now, some general rules and tips regarding the placement assistance. First, always read the instructions clearly if you're applying to any opportunity, right? As I already shown you the format as how the messages are circulated. Please always read that message and the Google form very properly. See if you actually match the job description or the internship description, and then you can apply to the opportunity. Follow the CV format and attach the right documents asked in the right format. So when you fill in the Google form, when you're applying for an opportunity, we ask you to attach your cover letter plus resume. So the format in which you have to attach is that you first, both your cover letter and your resume needs to be in the same document. And the first page of the document needs to be your cover letter, followed by 2 pages of your CV. CV should not exceed more than 2 pages. I know some of you might have this trouble of not making it fit in 2 pages, but we do this not for our own convenience, but because the recruiters as well don't want to go beyond 2 pages. They usually don't go beyond 2 pages. So that's why we ask our learners to make every CV relating to any opportunity tailor-made. That is to only put those things in that particular CV which are relevant to that opportunity which you're applying to. So please follow the CV formats and attach the right documents only in that format. Adhere to the blacklisting policy. Blacklisting policy is given in every Google form when you apply. There is a blacklisting policy given, a 4-pointer policy, wherein we have put in some points as to if you violate those points, then you will be blacklisted from our placement services. These are very simple points to comprehend. You can once, when you're applying for any opportunity, just go through it once. And if you have any problem relating to that, you can write to mentorships at that point. But I don't believe that there will be any problem because these are very easily comprehensible points. Fourth, wait for a sufficient period of time, amount of time before following up on your application in case you're shortlisted from LawSikho. Once you have applied for the opportunity, and if you are shortlisted from LawSikho's end, that is our end, then you will be getting an email that either you have been shortlisted or either you have not been shortlisted. If you have been shortlisted from our end, then we would appreciate if you wait for a sufficient period of time, at least 7 days, to follow up from us, because after shortlisting you from our end, we send the shortlisted candidates to the recruiter. Then the recruiter has to revert back to us. Sometimes the recruiter takes a little bit of time and we also have not heard from them. That's why we ask you to wait for at least a week, because that is a time period that we have come across that recruiters mostly take. So once you have been shortlisted from LawSikho's end, we would appreciate if you wait for 7 days minimum to take up a follow back. Mention urgent and the reason for urgency in any email asking for assistance, and it will be replied on priority. If there is for example, if you have an interview, maybe say day after tomorrow, and you just got to know it up by today. So in the subject, you can write urgent, and then you have to explain in the body in maybe one sentence or two sentences the reason for the urgency, and your particular request will be taken on as urgent. But please only do put urgent and only mention urgency if you actually have an urgency, because we are already loaded with a lot of assistance that we need to provide. But we will definitely be taking and we'll be resolving your query on priority if it is urgent. All emails are replied between 24 to 48 hours. So this much time we take up to reply our emails. Be active on WhatsApp or Discord groups where the opportunities are open. So if you want to avail the placement service, if you want to apply for any internship opportunity or job opportunity, it is recommended that you be very, very active on your Discord groups or your WhatsApp groups, because all the opportunities are circulated there. So we also circulate a reminder message every day by the end of the day. So you just keep a tab on the groups so that you don't miss on any opportunity. And if you like any opportunity, then you can apply to those opportunities. If you find any external opportunity, meaning anything that has been opened on a platform outside of LawSikho, you can ask for assistance on applying it to it by emailing all details at mentorships@lawsikho.in. We also provide assistance for any external opportunity that you have found by yourself. So, for example, you have found a particular opportunity on any other platform and you need our assistance in getting a CV reviewed for that particular opportunity, or if you need our assistance in a mock interview for that particular opportunity, you can write that on mentorships@lawsikho.in as well. We will be assisting you with that as well. Ninth, we respect your mentors and be patient. All your queries will be resolved. It's never like we will never resolve your queries. If there is a delay of 1 day or maximum 2 days, then please be patient. Maybe it's because we have been very overloaded with a lot of work and a lot of requests. But don't worry, your questions and your queries will always be answered. We always try to fulfill all the queries that our learners have, and we always prioritize you. So please be patient and please be respectful to your mentors, as we are all here to help you and assist you in your process. So when can I start availing this assistance? From day one. The moment you are enrolled in any course, you can apply for mentorship at the earliest to set a forth roadmap. How do I inquire about any placement related queries? If you have any placement related queries that you need to be resorted, or you have any questions relating to anything, then you can send an email to mentorships@lawsikho.in and the team shall get back to you within 48 hours.